Welcome to the Joseph Curry Show. Today is Tuesday, August the 27th, 2024. Now, folks, we're here to talk about this. What thing will happen. And yeah, I just talking about Granville sense of football get canceled. Why the football season of Granville Central canceled? Why did they cancel the football season? Because they don't have enough players. They don't have enough players. They don't have enough progress. And yes, the season is getting started. High school football season is getting started on that Friday Night Lights. And yes, it has been a good one since to say the least. But I just heard about last Thursday, the Granville Central football team had canceled the season after going 1-9 last season. The Panthers have played the worst season ever here since back in like 2010s. Well, we just found out last week. Last week it just said look like okay. I don't know why they canceled the season. I don't know why they canceled the season because they can't play games anymore. They don't have enough players. They don't have enough talent. So maybe next season we're going to have the Granville Central football season. But now, all I got to take a look is this. There are, I know some people are getting tired and this and that. And yes, but whatever has been going through this the whole time now. Then I just have to say that for real. This whole football season. Sonic was still standing. They won the game last Friday against Green River. I did made the call last on Friday. I did make the call and they won against Green River Gators in overtime. And yeah, they look pretty good. They faced Sutton Nash this Thursday night. But now we're going to take a look to 5 days ago. Now look, as high school football teams across North Carolina prepare to kick off the regular season, one team is preparing to shut things down. Granville Central High School will not field a football team this season due to a lack of participations. The school's athletic director confirmed to high school OT on Thursday. They said, Richard Gibbons said that he will not have a team this year. Participation and dividing daily attendance are factors. The school will not field junior varsity or varsity teams. As we speak, I repeat, the school will not field junior varsity or varsity teams. Granville Central was not scheduled to play this week, but was scheduled to begin the season next Friday. Granville Central was not scheduled to play this week, but was scheduled to begin the season next Friday at home against Cedar Rapids. The Panthers also had non-conference games scheduled against Bond and Rick Christian. Granville Central is a member of the Northern Lakes 2A, 3A Conference, which includes football teams at Carver, Jeff Rell, Louisville, South Granville, Sutton Dawn, and Vance County. Granville Central was 1-9 last season. Earlier this month, Peyton High School announced it will not field a varsity football team this season either. Peyton also considered a lack of the participation as the cause, but will field a junior varsity team this season with hopes of returning to varsity competitors in the future. Now, in Federal, John Cena announced it will not fail an 11-man football team this season. Instead, the school will play 8-man football. The officials said at the time they hope Jones will return to an 11-man competition in the future. While the participation concerns in football has been a major topic in high school sports across the country for more than a decade, North Carolina has seen 2 straight years of participation growth in the sport. In 2023, North Carolina did 1,266 football players and reporting 29,075 football players across the state. Parti- Participation participations is up more than 13% since the COVID-19 pandemic, with participations hit the lowest level since at least 2002. Naturally, 11-man football is the most popular football high school sport for students to participate in. The sport has grown for 2 straight years across the country, according to data from the National Federation of State High School Associations. 1,031,508 high school athletes participated in 11-man football last year. So now we said, as of right now, about last Thursday, they said the football had got canceled, and that is Granville Sister football. The Pimpers are 9-1. The Pimpers are one. They got one win and 9 losses this last season. One win, 9 losses last season. So now they're hoping next season. They're hoping next year. There was no football. Without them, there is no football for the Panthers. They are looking like they were about to. They don't have enough players. And someone said, "Well, we are tired of losing. We are tired of playing on a football team. We are tired of playing the game. But life is a sport." And yes, it has. And they don't have enough players. Remember a few years ago, the Buckets football had canceled the season 2 years ago, and they didn't have players. Well, last last week, they canceled. Granville Central canceled the football season. Yes, it has. Look, it's just a sport, and some parents are not surprised. I'm not surprised, and everybody's not surprised. Well, anyway, you got Saw Granville now. You got Vince County, Get Up Well, Lewisburg, and Sutton Dawn. All the 5 teams here, not 6. And that's what it is. Though it is just life. That is not how. I mean, look, look. We know about this. We talked about this before, but it's just about life. And all I can say is, man, no soccer football team. They got started. They're not making any progress, and yes, it has. So this time it has happening here. So the football teams. So it is what it is. Look, life goes on. Everybody can go home, and yeah, that's what it's all about. Control all time. Do all time. Do all game. So anyway, what can this happen? What is going to happen here? For some reason, everything is just about it when it comes to football teams and when it comes to all these things. I've got okay, look, people tired of playing. They don't mess around. It's the whole thing continued. Now remember, South Granville had beaten Granville Central 3 times, even in a decade. South Granville had never lost to Granville Central. Although they had blown out Granville Central, they had blown out the Panthers, and they say South Granville is better than Granville Central. Granville Central isn't better than South Granville football team. And yes, it has. People are getting pissed off, and some players of the Granville Central football team are getting pissed off. But who knows? Who cares? Granville Central wasn't doing well last season. Got beat up. The whole thing. They already won last season. But we're talking about Granville Central. Has it better than South Granville in the decades, up in the decades, every year, up in the decade. This is the 24th century. But I down that if Granville Central will be back next season, if anything can happen next season, what could happen in the future? The coach had never had enough something going on, and they canceled the football season last week. So here we are, back in the other days. South Granville is on the move. That's how it's all about. This is what it is. It's just like, okay, look, this is anything's guess right now, and I gotta make sure that everything that's happening, and yes, it has been, folks, ladies and gentlemen. They don't even have a clue at all. Central has been crushed this season. It had been crushed the whole time. They just like, well, it is what it is. And although you just said, well, as a Granville Central fan and the players for Granville Central, well, look, we tired of playing the football game. We tired of playing the foot, and they didn't have no process. Never had process ever before in this one. And just before that now, yeah, it is what it is. Never happened this year. And just says, look, as the time goes by, you're gonna look like, oh my, there's no football season for Granville Central. No football season for Granville Central. All this time. Boy, it was a tough one. And I'm not sure. Who cares? Look, it's the beginning of the season last week. Last Friday, I made the call. South Granville versus Green Lever. South Granville versus Green Lever. South Granville down 6-0. Then came back, tied again 6. Missed the extra point. Then Green Lever came back, leads it 12-6. Then South Granville came back, tied this game at 12. And then the overtime, South Granville took the lead 20-12. And Green Level took the touchdown, but they need 2 points, tied the game in overtime. Then number 4, Headstands on, came out short, no game. South Granville won the game. That's why I did make the call last Friday. And boy, I'm so happy. I am so happy that they won the game 20-18. It was a thriller. And for all the people out there, look, I don't care if you better than South Granville. I think South Granville is going to be a better this year. Hopefully there will be no injuries. Hopefully there will be no injuries. So now, what South Granville can do, they're going to face Sutton Ass on Friday. But it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be tough. It's going to be hard to swallow. I hope they win. They had just gotta get bail. They gotta get bail this time. Gotta get real bail. Okay, that's all I have to say, folks. And look, look, Granville Central fans. I hope no you feel lonely. And players feel lonely like this. I would love if Granville Central they already have volleyball. Well, volleyball plays soccer Granville volleyball. They playing soccer Granville this evening. They already had soccer and and basketball in the winter, baseball next spring in the spring of 2025. Until then, I'm Joseph Crudup. Also, subscribe to this video. I'm on live stream. Subscribe to this video. Check me out on YouTube, and I'll see you then tomorrow. Till then, peace out.